the day with breaking news regarding the town of Joshimath. We've been bringing you multiple reports from there. We are now receiving reports that authorities are saying that pre-demolition exercises are going to be starting in Joshimath. In specific, authorities had already announced that today they'll start demolishing hotels and houses in the holy town which have developed cracks in the wake of landslides and subsidence taking place in the area. Now, in particular, right now we're focusing on hotels Malari Inn and Mountain View that have developed cracks and officials have said would be demolished today. They've already said that residents in the area have been evacuated. Now, in particular, there was a gap between the two buildings. That gap has now reduced. It's become almost negligible. As you can see in the visuals on your screen, the buildings continue to lean towards each other. Now, my colleague Nikhil is on the ground. He's bringing us a live report. Let's go over to him right now. Nikhil, explain to us what's going to take place today, please.
So, Toya, we are currently reporting from outside the two hotels which are set to be demolished today. So, a team of the officials have already arrived. You can see this is the kind of action which is now unfolding outside the Hotel Malari Inn and the Hotel Mount View. These are the two buildings which are situated, Toya, at the start of the town, Joshimath. And these are the two buildings where the gap between the two is now almost negligible. This is the reason why the study of the same has already been done. In the visuals, you can see that not just there is no difference between the two buildings, but also if you talk about the front portion that my camera person is now showing you, the gap can now be clearly seen. There is cracks as well which are now outside this huge series of line outside this particular hotel. This is the reason why, to avoid any furthermore damage, because under this particular hotel there are other residential positions as well. There are premises as well where the people are residing. There are many of the buildings. So to save those buildings, this is the reason why the discussions are taking place as to how to demolish this particular these two hotels in order to save other buildings here in Joshimath. So you can clearly see a team of SDRF already present here. In fact, we have been given to understand that the entire stretch of the Joshimath for this particular area, the route diversion in a short while from now, it is going to take place, that no traffic will be allowed to move beyond a particular point. This is the reason why many of the officials are reaching here. In fact, we have been further told by the people on the ground zero that a team of PWD, they are also going to be present here in part of the demolition exercise. And we have spoken to a number of officials. So this is being done in accordance with the team of the SDRF. If need be, the team NDRF will also be present here. सर एक आपसे छोटा सा आप लाइव हैं CNN पे, अगर छोटा सा अगर आप बता दें तैयारियों को लेकर के, डिमोलिशन तो ठीक है, टेक्निकल पार्ट आप नहीं बता पाएंगे, लेकिन जो तैयारियां हैं डिमोलिशन को लेकर के, आप सीईओ हैं यहाँ के, क्या कुछ तैयारियां आपकी तरफ से? देखिए, हमारा जो मुख्य कंसर्न है कि ये जो डिमोलिशन की प्रोसेस है ये सुरक्षित रहे, इसके लिए पर्याप्त मात्रा में पुलिस बल और SDRF की टीम को, जो मजदूरों की टीम है, इंजीनियर्स की टीम है, उनके साथ कोऑर्डिनेट किया गया है ताकि तोड़ते वक्त किसी प्रकार की जनहानि ना हो। यही पहला हमारा उद्देश्य है। और इस क्रम में जो आसपास के जितने भी जद में आने वाले मकान हैं उनकी तलाशी ली जा रही है। वो जब खाली हो जाएंगे, इसका प्रमाण पत्र हम देंगे, तब ये ध्वस्तीकरण की कार्रवाई शुरू होगी। अच्छा, क्योंकि आप सीईओ भी हैं यहाँ के, और भी कई सारे जो घर हैं वो जद में है इस चीज़ के, कितना नुकसान का आकलन आप लोग की टीम ने किया है मिलकर? ये मैं इस बात को नहीं बता सकता हूँ। घरों में जो क्रैक्स हैं उनकी सबकी लागत अलग है, सबके सामान की बात अलग है, इसलिए मैं ये नहीं कह सकता कि कितना नुकसान। लेकिन फिजिकल डिमोलिशन आज फिजिकल डिमोलिशन शुरू हो रहा है। सर, बहुत शुक्रिया हमसे बात करने के लिए। सो क्लियरली दिस इज द ऑफिशियल वॉइस दैट वी आर ब्रिंगिंग यू हियर फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम ऑन CNN News 18. So a team of different officials, they are also one by one arriving at this particular location, and a team of CBRI, they have already yesterday scanned the entire building, the structure of the same, and today as well multiple officers, they are expected to be here. So in a short while from now we will see the power-packed action here unfolding in Joshimath, where the building, the demolition of the building is going to start in a short while from now. Physical demolition here, Toya, that we are talking about. And also the team of CBRI, Central Building Research Institute, they are also going to be very much present today during the time of the demolition as well. Also to give a brief view as to why the demolition is needed, just allow me with some of the time, Toya. These are not just the two hotels, but there are other places as well which might be affected because of the same. If you see a look at this particular place beneath the hotel, since this is the mountain area, this is the reason why there are other houses as well who are in touch with these buildings. This is the reason why a call urgently has taken place by the district administration that these are the two buildings which are going to be demolished, and the process of the same is going to start in a short while from now. Back to you.
Nikhil, I just want to understand, as we've been telling our audiences, cracks have so far developed in about 678 buildings in the area. According to experts, the number of houses with cracks is only increasing with each passing day. What is the mid-term and long-term plan here?
Well, so as far as, so before the mid-term plan, there is a short-term plan which is in place where the rehabilitation, where the shifting of the locals is the topmost priority of the local administration. This is the reason why we are calling it the short-term plan. As far as the mid-term plan is concerned, it is going to last for the 6 months. So it is going to take a while for the administration as to what are the concerns that they are going to take into the discussions. They have to speak to the affected family members as well for the same, and then will come in the picture the long-term plan as to what are the provisions which the government is likely to provide to them as a permanent solution, whether the compensation in form of the financial funds will be given or the houses will be made for them by the administration. This is something which will fall in the long-term plan. But so far, at the same time, Toya, as we speak, there is survey as well which is underway by the administration where we have been told that as per the official figure, Toya, 686 are the houses where the cracks have been reported officially. But yes, at the same time, with each passing hour, there are other premises as well, other places as well, other houses as well, where the cracks are being reported. So they are also being taken into the consideration. This is the reason why each day all the records are maintained as to what is the extent of the demolition. So these are the officers, these are the senior officials which we are seeing on the ground zero. They are moving further. This is the time where all the discussions are going to take place as to how to start the demolition, because this is not just mountain area as we have been mentioning earlier as well, Toya. They have to also at the same time they have to look after all those houses which falls just under these hotels, these two hotels. At the same time, I would urge my camera person to show you the visuals. So this is one such vehicle which is currently passing on from here. So multiple vehicles in a short while from now they will be seen. At the same time, these are the cracks. Again, I would urge my camera person to show. This is something which is very serious in nature. These are huge cracks and these are in line which goes towards the other side as well. And not just these lines, but at the same time, the distance between the two buildings, Toya. Also, this is one such building. These are the two hotels which we are showing you right now on CNN News 18. Clearly, you can see that the distance between the two is now almost negligible. This is the reason why the orders were given by the administration that no activity, no commercial activity or private activity will take place inside these two hotels. In fact, the administration as well at the same time, Toya, they are in touch with the owners of the building as to how they are going to perform this exercise, because this is the fragile mountain which we are talking about continuously. This is the reason why all the exercise are currently underway. So you can see the demolition exercise, pre-demolition exercise, so to say, it has already started. Many of the officials, they have already arrived. So the cutting of the wires, the huge wire which are part of the cables, they are being cut here. So each and everything has to be looked after at this sensitive zone. So a team of the officials from CBRI, from NDRF, SDRF, including that of PWD as well, they all are present at the ground zero. Toya.
Nikhil, if you can just bring our audiences an understanding. We know that officials have divided the town into 3 zones. You've got the danger zone, the buffer zone and the safe zone. You've been there in Joshimath for a few days now reporting. Can you give us an idea what percentage of residents remain, what percentage have been formally relocated, and what percentage have fled, not with the government but on their own? Can you bring us some idea here? Nikhil, are you able to hear us? All right, we'll try to re-establish our connection. My colleague Nikhil.
Yes.
Nikhil, are you able to hear us?
Pradeep sir.
All right, we'll try to re-establish our connection. Nikhil is present. As you can see, Nikhil is surrounded by a number of other reporters also, all there to cover the beginning of demolition exercises. We'd been told by authorities that they would start today. Nikhil, are you able to hear me right now?
Where?
Nikhil, could you bring our audiences some understanding? You've been there for more than 2 days now. What percentage of residents remain in Joshimath? What percentage have been moved out? What percentage have chosen to leave on their own? Can you bring us some idea?
So, Toya, as far as the official figures are concerned here in Joshimath, there is this detailed report which is prepared every night as to how many people have been shifted, how many houses have been affected. So, out of the 6,500 houses, we have been given to understand that 686 are the houses which have reported cracks, and so far 80 to 86 families have been shifted in the nearby safer locations. So I understand, and in fact, it seems like these are the senior officials of some of the team which are here. They are scanning the situation. They are also speaking to multiple agencies. So talking about the figures, Toya, coming back to that particular point, 86 families have been shifted, but there are other families as well which are yet to be shifted. So these are in numbers. For percentage, first the officials, they have to scan as to okay, so the demolition work is underway. So on that particular, this is the pole. Sir, एक बार pole को दिखा दीजिए. So you can see this is the action which is being unfolded. This is the reason why the officials who are present here on the ground zero from the SDRF, they are directing the media persons as well to maintain a safe distance. This is the action which is being unfolded, and since this is the sensitive area, Toya, this is the reason why each and every step has to be taken into consideration. They have to also at the same time look after the concerns of the local residents as well. So at this point of time, you can see some of the staff members who are part of the community, they are doing their work properly. So this is the start of the pre-demolition exercise. This is the part of the demolition exercise, Toya, which is underway. So the wires are being cut in order to remove the electrical connection to avoid any of the electrocution for all the staff who are going to become part of the demolition exercise. In fact, we have been further told, Toya, that the demolition will start from the top of these two hotels from where we are reporting from. So on the other side, also you can see that the team is already prepared. These are the staff members, these are the personals of SDRF who were present here yesterday as well. So this is the power-packed action which is now being unfolded in Joshimath area, but the entire building is not going to be demolished today because these are the two huge buildings. It is going to take a while. How many days or how many exact hours it is going to take, this is something which the higher officials would better be able to tell us. But yes, at the same time, it seems like the major traffic diversion is already in place, and we are also being directed to maintain safe distance. This is the reason why all the officials, and on that side you can see that there is police deployment as well, which is now being seen, because this is being done, Toya, in coordination with all the agencies who are present on the ground zero, and not just the state or the district administration, Toya. The relief is being given, the advice and the expertise is given from the central institutions as well. The CBRI, they are also here. The Central Building Research Institute, they played a crucial role during the demolition of the particular building in Noida city. And now these are the officials who are doing the rounds. The announcements are being, they are also being holded here by all the officials. They are directing the media persons as well. They have to be very, very secure at the same time, because the crucial cutting of the wires is currently underway. So this is the announcement, Toya, which is now unfolding here. So the team of SDRF is already here, and also we have been informed that the DM of this particular area, the DM of this area is Himanshu Khurana, who is the DM of Chamoli. So he is also going to be here to take stock of the overall situation. And if we talk about the further details, Toya, yesterday some of the studies, some of the scanning has already been done. So the action today, as far as the demolition exercise is concerned, it is going to start in a short while from now.
Nikhil,
but the
can I just request you to stay with us for a second? You were talking right now about the Chamoli district magistrate and what he had to say. Let's very quickly show our audiences it, because he did yesterday declare Joshimath a disaster-prone area. Take a look at what he had to say, then we'll return.
जो हमने ऐसे अनसेफ जोन्स डिज़ास्टर मैनेजमेंट एक्ट में हमने घोषित किए हैं, उसमें हमारा इवैक्यूएशन अभी अंडर प्रोसेस है, मोस्टली वहाँ से कंप्लीट है। और जो उसके नियर बाय विसिनिटी में ऐसे बफर जोन्स हैं जहाँ पर जो अगर डेंजर जोन में अगर कोई मेजर स्लाइड आता है तो वहाँ पर भी इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा, तो उधर भी हम इवैक्यूएशन का प्रोसेस कर रहे हैं। सभी को हम जो होटल्स, धर्मशाला और गेस्ट हाउसेस में हमने रिलीफ कैंप स्थापित किए हैं, वहाँ पर शिफ्ट कर रहे हैं। और सभी तरह का सपोर्ट, रिलीफ सपोर्ट, चाहे राशन किट्स हैं और इस तरह के सपोर्ट हम प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं। एक सेंट्रल बिल्डिंग रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट रुड़की की टीम आज यहाँ पर आ रही है, तो उनके गाइडेंस और सुपरविजन में कि कैसे एक सेफ़ और साइंटिफिक तरीके से जो भी वो बिल्डिंग्स डिटरमाइन करते हैं कि वो अनसेफ हैं और अभी उनका ध्वस्तीकरण किया जाना आवश्यक है, तो उसमें हम उनके सुपरविजन में कार्रवाई करेंगे।
निखिल।